Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? Hello, 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 hello. Are we all okay? Hello, 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 hello. Okay, I do have a few updates, so we'll just give it a moment and then I will give some updates. Okay, hello, hello. I hope we're all well. Hello, 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 hello. Nicole, bless you. Nicole, you're on the list on second, so hopefully you should be okay. But I completely understand, obviously, if it gets late, then it is what it is. I completely understand. Yes, Ebony, you would. There is space available for today, so if anybody would like to order, I'll do an updated order list as we go, and you can order for today. Now, I will say, I did say we was going to launch our new game for today. I've chosen to not launch it until to being played, like the first day would be on Friday. So it'll probably go on the website either tomorrow or Thursday, ready for Friday. And that's just because, firstly, a load of new items went on the website, which took up, obviously, that time slot. But secondly, I realised that I am slightly now behind on emails, and I didn't want to launch the new game until I was caught up with all emails. So that is why it's going to be launching for Friday instead of today. And then that way, if you are waiting on an email from me, I do apologise. I'm going to do my very best to obviously get back on top of them tomorrow. But yeah, that way I just thought it would just make it a little bit fairer, just to get on top of everything before launching the new game. So that is why. So if I'm behind with the email, I do apologise. You'll get a reply from me very, very soon. And keep an eye out on the website over the next couple of days for the new game launched on Friday. Patricia, I don't know, my lovely. I wouldn't know off the top of my head, I'm afraid. But like I say, I should get back to everybody by hopefully tomorrow. So the new items are on the website. So most of the new items are on the website, not all of them, and they're actually in the coming soon section. So I'll post the coming soon section in the link, so you guys can see all of the new items there. However, they're only available to be purchased by supporters for the next few days. So available to supporters only, but you guys can sort of see everything that's there, and then they'll be posted for everybody to then, once they move into the new in section, they'll be available for everyone to purchase. Okay, so supporters always sort of get first grabs at anything new going on the website. So there is 20 new items there. A lot of them are earrings, but a couple of pendants, and there's a set on there as well. Cage pendants. That's not the new Christmassy bits. Those ones will be going up as soon as I finish those, and they'll probably go live to. So they will go live to supporters first, but they'll go live as soon as I can get them finished. Jodie, bless you. Thank you for the stars. So yes, new items are on there, available to supporters. How do you become a supporter? If you click on the shield down in the comments, I believe it's on like down there somewhere. It sort of takes you through being a supporter. I believe it's £3.49 a month. It's not a contract or anything like that, so it can be cancelled at any time. And then all the sort of proceeds from that, all the money from supporters goes straight back into the business. So yeah. And Megs, bless you. Thank you for the stars there as well. So today we've got mystery oysters and egg pops available on my little sleigh, which I absolutely love. I think I'm gonna paint this bottom bit and then actually make this into a proper sleigh, but I don't know if I'll get that done this Christmas, but maybe my next Christmas. Okay, so as a recap, if you would like to order, I'll do an updated order list as we go. New stock available for supporters, but you guys can see it on the website in the coming soon section. I am slightly behind on emails. I should be caught up in the next, say, 24 hours, fingers crossed. And because of that, the new game will launch for Friday instead of today. And the rest of the decorations as well. I have not had time to get the rest of the decorations out, which is killing me because they are all in here in boxes and I haven't been able to open most of it yet, which I so want to do. So shall we get started for today, and then yeah, we'll update as we go. So first today is Marie Thatcher. Marie, are you here? I know, Claire. I need especially going into this busy season, obviously the end of the year is always very busy with Christmas and bits. I just have to keep on top of everything. So, Marie Thatcher. It is for Pam. I was just looking for her name, Marie. Maz, my lovely. I just couldn't find where the name was, but Pam is with you there. Brilliant. Thank you, Maz. Okay, so Pam, first of all, hello, my lovely. Let me just pop this here. So Pam, first of all, I'm going to read a little message for you. Pam, hello, my lovely. Hello, hello. So you, okay, brilliant. So you're on your own, so I can look out for your name. That's perfect. Pam, this is a 70th birthday present from your three daughters, Jo, Elaine and Marie. So happy 70th birthday. Ah. So from us, I hope you've had a brilliant day, or will have a brilliant day, Pam. Now, I'm not allowed to say what this is, but I can say you've got 2 openings altogether. So, would you like to have oysters or egg pops, or of course one of each, but you've got 2 altogether? What would you like? Oh, lots of birthday wishes. I love that. Hilary, bless you. Thank you for the stars there, my lovely. The oysters, Pam, brilliant. Would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours you're hoping for? So 2 mystery oysters. Would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So let's go down. Maz says keep the shells. Not a problem. I'll wait to obviously see what you say as well, Pam. But what I'll do is I'll clean them up as we go, and then if you choose not to, that's fine. But then that way I can pop them to the side ready for you. So oyster number 1. Good luck, my lovely. Lighter pop there. and there's your mother of pearl. So we can definitely see that there's no pearls there. And in here, Pam, you have got 1, 2, 3. Your first oyster, you have triples, which means you've got 3 pearls in that oyster. Now, I've just seen that you've said that you'd like to keep your shells and you're hoping for possibly blues. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to clean the shells as we go, and then I'll hold you up so you can see the pearls in between. So first oyster, 3 pearls. Just going to dry them up for you and I'll pop them in the sand. Okay, so first of all you have got a apple green. You've got a forest green, very, very dark, but oh, let me just wipe that off, there we go, but you can see the green there. And you've got a blurple. So a blurple is a mix between blue and purple. So in some lights he's going to look more blue, in some lights he's going to look more purple. So apple green, forest green and a blurple. Moving on to mystery oyster number 2. Soft pop there. Oh, now that shell section has fallen away there, I do apologise. And in here there is a darker pearl towards the bottom. And there's no more in that one, and he looks like he's a dark silvery purple, but again I'll have a closer look in a moment when I hold it up and just clean these up for you. Okay, Pam, if you have a look at these 4 pearls here, what do you think to these? Here is the silvery purple, so he's a dark silver purple, but you can see those tones coming through. Oh, okay, so I didn't see that before. Let me just have a look. Okay, so he does have this imperfection, so let me show you. So you can see this kind of imperfection there on him. Almost makes it look like a, do you know, like a little cherry line in like a cartoon cherry? So you can see that little indent there. Now, of course, if you're not happy with the imperfection, I can swap this for either a colour match or colour of your choice with the pearl. So apple green, forest green, a 2-tonal blurple, which is a mix between blue and purple, and a silver purple as well. If you're happy with these, they are yours. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. So I'm just going to wrap these shells up and then I'll measure them for you as well, Pam. Okay, so your apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Forest green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Your blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And the silver purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7.5. Can we swap the silver purple? Yes, so we'd like to swap this one here. And what colour would you like to add in instead? is the Blurple Blemish 2. Your Blurple. Oh, he is slightly, yes, so I said he was two-tonal, so that's the lighter areas to him. So you can see it goes quite lighter and darker. So another Blurple, is that right? Possibly another purple. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a couple of pearls and then you can have a look. So I don't have one to match this one right now. I do have another Blurple there. So Maz says possibly another Blurple. I'm just having a look just to see if I've got a two-tonal one down here to match. I don't think I have. So I think that one there is going to be the closest I can get to a match for it. So it is definitely slightly lighter. I'm just going to have a look in this pot next to me actually as well. No, that doesn't have any Blurples in it. That mainly has pinks in it for some reason. Lots and lots of pinks. If of course you prefer to go for a different colour, we can go for another one. Colour of your choice, and I can show you a couple of options if you prefer to as well. I think change the purple, that looks fine. So you'd like to, just to confirm, swap this one for this one. So you're happy with these four here, is that correct? Rosemary, the pearls actually get cleaned. I clean and polish them before I send them to you, so I don't think it would be something that was left over, no. Obviously if you're washing, well, pearls shouldn't be washed, you shouldn't be getting them wet or anything, so please don't do that because you could obviously affect the pearl or its colours. Yes, brilliant, Pam. Okay, so I've done that for you. I'll take away that one. And those four are yours. If I put them safely in here for you. Again, Pam, from us, I hope you had a brilliant birthday. I've wrapped up your shells as well, so I'll include that with your order and I'll get these sent across for you. Person who made the order, do keep an eye out for an email, just because I will email tomorrow just to confirm. But yeah, I hope you're happy with everything there, Pam, and that's safe up there for you. I hope you're happy with everything there. My comments are sort of they sort of freeze for a second and then all rush through like all at once. Oh, Pam, you're very, very welcome. Up next then today, perfect, Maz, brilliant. So I'll pop that email over tomorrow when I process the orders through. Up next tomorrow is Nicole Mason. Nicole, are you here? Now, Nicole, you was here at the very start, so hopefully, fingers crossed, you're still here. Nicole, perfect. Hello, hello, hello. You have got one opening altogether. Can you have an egg pop? Of course you can. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? And Elaine, you're very, very welcome. So, egg pop. I'm just going to move this slightly closer actually. Oh, I love my sleigh. Up next tomorrow, is that what I said? Oh, up next tonight. Nicole, let's go down your egg pop. Good luck. And you've got 2 pearls in here. You've got a pastel yellow and a darker chocolate. And he's a 2-tonal chocolate as well. So you've got lighter and darker areas to him. What do you think to these? If you're happy with these, they are yours. And of course, if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. Honestly, guys, I don't even notice now when I say the wrong word. So you have to sort of tell me and correct me. Because I think it's age, but honestly, I can talk for a sentence and the wrong word slips in there and I don't have a clue that I've said it. It's crazy. Nicole, you're after a moon kind of colour, if that makes sense. You pulled a galaxy one out last week that I thought was perfect. Okay, so when it comes to colours that I've pulled out before, obviously I can definitely have a look. However, I can't guarantee that I'll be able to find them just because obviously we do have a lot of pearls. So the best way to do it is if you can tell me the base colour. So for example, what colour pot I would have popped it in or what colour pot it lives in. Then that way I can obviously have a look in that pot for you and see if I can find one that you're describing. If it went into the swaps pot, as in each on the live, I put the swaps into here until after the live, they then may have got cleaned up and got popped into egg pops. So if it did go into the swaps, I may not be able to find it because it may be in egg pops. I mean, other pearls go in the egg pops as well, but just because those ones aren't already sorted out, they sort of get replenished back in there first. So let me measure these for you. The chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And the yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. I think it's the one that Wendy wanted. Ooh. It was like a 2-tone silver grey that was taken out of the pots. So 2-tone silver grey. So I've just got, okay. So this is my darker silvers. So you're looking for more of like a 2-tonal silver, is that correct? The blacks pot, okay, I'll have a look in that pot as well. Again, I'm definitely happy to look for pearls that you guys may have seen before, but I do have hundreds of pearls, maybe thousands of pearls next to me, plus other pearls as well that they may have got sort of mixed around when I've been topping up the pots or swapping off of the live. So do just keep that in mind, that I may not be able to find things. If you see a pearl that you love that night, Patricia, so the best thing to do in all honesty is if you see it go back into the swap pot, is to possibly make an order for one opening and add on to that order that you want that pearl. Tell me on the live straight away that it's that pearl, and then I put it to the side straight away and add it to that order, if that makes sense. That's the quickest way that I've done it in the past. that people have sort of booked in. So we've got a couple of two-tonals in this one. This one, this one, this one, this one. This one. This one. Okay, so we've got quite a few two-tonal ones here. So, are you looking to swap both of these, Nicole, or just one of them? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to number these as we go. So, oh, let's move your chocolate out the way. So, number 1. Number 2. Sorry, if I just get it refocused for you. So number 2 is base darker with like this mottled overtone. 3, again darker and lighter areas which are mottled. 4, sorry, it keeps going out of focus. There we go. 4, 5, and 6. Are any of those what you're looking for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Thank you, Bab. Can I have the egg pop bag, please? The ones where I put the empty eggshells into. Now, if of course that's not what you're looking for, then these are all the only ones that are in that pot that I can see that are two-tonal. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, is it in the Christmas box? The one under the yeah, have a look in that box behind the curtain. Can we swap the light one for number 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then keep the chocolate. Okay. So these 2 will be your 2 pearls there. Thank you, Bab. What are you looking for? Oh. Are you happy with those? Yeah, all of those are fine there. Sorry, Aaron's just come in to grab the bits for me. But because Christmas is in here, everything's sort of not in its normal place. Nicole, I hope you're happy with that. So let me pop these on here. Thank you, Bab. Just going to wait for you to confirm there. I can't remember, I was going to say something, it's completely gone. Thank you for doing that. Don't forget to take this. So Nicole, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. That's safe up there for you. Now, Wendy, did you see any of the pearls there? Were they the ones you were looking for? Yes, of course you can. I'll make a note of that as well. So we're going to have gunmetal in there and your chocolate's loose. That's perfect. So again, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Taylor, some cages go up to different sizes. So if you want to know a specific cage, I can obviously have a look into that for you. The candy cane decorations were from the Poundland website. Honestly, I'll show you. I was just having a browse and oh, it didn't come up. But it was from the Poundland website, the Christmas decorations. Had purple. Oh, okay, Wendy. So, okay, so it wasn't, what I was going to say, Wendy, is if it was one of those, I could have popped it to the side, but if it's not one of those, then okay, I can't do that right now. Right, up next today is Rebecca Harvey. Rebecca, are you here? Not a problem, Taylor. Oh, this pot, I've got all the chocolates in here. It could have been in there. It could have well have been in here. I've kept the chocolates here. Bex, hello, hello, hello. Now, you've got a 4 pearl oyster and another opening as well. So if I grab the 4 pearl oyster for you, what other opening would you like? Would you like to have an oyster or a egg pop? So I'm just going to open this out of the packet, but you've also got another one. So oyster or egg pop, my lovely. Oh, bless you, Ryan. Well, thank you for watching. Yes, I found the one for the lady with the tiger eye. I found a beautiful two-tonal pearl. The chocolate one, it is stunning, honestly. Oh, Maz, bless you. Oh, bless you, Maz. Well, you're very welcome, and I'm glad she's happy, and of course that you're all happy as well. Right, so Bex. Oh, egg pop. Sorry, my lovely, I didn't see that come through before. So egg pop, we're going to open up the egg pop first, and then we'll do your 4 pearl oyster. So would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours you're hoping for? So starting with your egg pop, good luck. And you've got 3 pearls in here, and you've just said you're looking for natural colours or sea greens, and can you keep the shell from the oyster? Of course you can. From your egg pop, you've got a chocolate silver, slightly two-tonal with lighter and darker areas. You've got a chocolate bronze. Now the chocolate bronze, the sand just does brush off, but the chocolate bronze does have a little imperfection in him there. So again, if you're not happy with that, I can swap him for like a colour match or of course a different colour. And a candy floss pink. So chocolate silver, chocolate bronze and candy floss pink to start with. If we then move through to your 4 pearl oyster, keeping the shells, good luck, my lovely. And in here you are of course quadding. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no more in that one. So I like to clean the shells as we go. So if I just dry these pearls up for you. Now these colours actually go beautifully together. You have got a darker gunmetal grey, almost black, a darker TARDIS blue, a bright, oh, there we go, a brighter icy blue, which goes beautifully with the darker blue there. And then you've got this two-tonal coral. So you can see lighter and brighter areas to the coral there. What do you think to all of these? So I'm definitely going to need to know which one you'd like on your jewellery, and then of course your loose pearls as well. Now if you're not happy with these, we can swap one or all of them for you. It's going to be completely up to you, Bex. So if I run these ones through the board, you have got the Candy Floss Pink. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Your Chocolate Bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. Hang on. Not an 8. Oh, he is an 8.5. Chocolate Silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Two-tonal Corals, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Bright Icy Blues, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. TARDIS Blues, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And the Gunmetal Greys, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5 as well. Can we change the gold ones, the chocolatey bronze, to a natural colour, of course. Now the natural colours, obviously I've got the whites, which are a natural colour, or let's go for this one. It's a pinky rose gold. What do you think to that one? So I've just popped it at the bottom there. Can we also change the coral to a sea green? I can do so. Now I did get the notification that they will be with me actually on Thursday, so it did get slightly held up. So if you would like to swap for a sea green, they'll be with me on Thursday. So if you're happy to just wait the couple of days, I mean, to be fair, with your item obviously it's going to be drilled and set, so by the time then the green comes in, the item should be obviously in that process. So if you're happy for me to do so, it just means that I won't be able to do it on the live, but I will be able to write that down for you. Unless, of course, it's the green that's going on the jewellery, which is also fine. It just means that obviously I won't start the work until that swap has been done. So you're happy to keep that one and swapping out that chocolate. That'll pop in a bag there. So coral for a green, if you're happy with that. And if so, which one would you like on your jewellery, Bex? That's fine. And the natural one on the jewellery. Okay, that's perfect. So I'll write that down for you. Just to confirm then, are we happy with the rest of the colours there as well? So I'm just going to bring you up so I can write this down. So we're going to have the rose gold pink, and then we're going to swap the coral for sea green. So like I say, that will be here on Thursday, and everyone else who are waiting on the The purples, the reds and the greens, they'll be here with me on Thursday, so they'll get swapped then. Brilliant, Bex. Okay, so let me just pop these in here for you then. And I've just wrapped up your shells as well. That's on there for you. Okay, Bex, I hope you'll be happy with everything there. That's safe up there for you, my lovely. And Wendy, yes, I saw your comments, and what I've done is I've put it in the swap pot, but I've popped it in a bag just so then I know that that's the one that you requested. Okay. And Bex, you're very, very welcome. So let me just get the link for these candy canes, because I got asked on the last live as well. I mean, there's loads of decorations I missed out on. There's like Santa hats and presents. Makes me want to do more shopping. I think the candy canes are gone because I definitely got them. Not a problem, Wendy. No, I don't think we're going to be able to find it. But it was definitely... How bizarre, because it was definitely this website. I can see the other ones on there. No, it's not there. How bizarre. I do apologise, guys. Up next then today is Lisa Phil. Lisa, are you here? I'm just questioning myself now. Let me just look at the... Yeah, poundland.co.uk. Lisa, hello, hello, hello. Lisa, you have got one opening altogether. Let me mark off that you're here, Lisa. Do you know if you'd like to have an oyster or a egg pop, my lovely? I never understood what write-off means, Patricia, in all honesty. I use an accountant just because I don't know, I don't want to get things wrong. So my accountant does it. But I don't know what the term write-off means. But yeah, like I say, it goes to my accountant. So because I just don't know, I wouldn't know where to start on that side of things with a business. Can you have an egg pop, Lisa? Of course you can. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? So, giving the box a mix. Let's go down. So, with your egg pop, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? Good luck, Lisa. Hoping for a dark green. Fingers crossed. And you have got 4 pearls in there. I'm just going to... There we go. That one had loads of sand on him as he fell out then. So you've got a silver. You've got a icy blue, which is a 2-tonal icy blue, so base lighter with slight brighter light colour there. You've got a black, and you've got a autumn peach. So a silver, 2-tonal icy blue, a black, and a autumn peach. Now you did say you're hoping for a darker green. If it was that sort of emerald sort of sea green tone that you're looking for, I will be able to swap one for you, but it would be on Thursday, so I wouldn't be able to do it on the live today for you. If it's that sort of dark, sort of blacky forest green colour, I can do that for you today, I believe. I can have a look to see if I've got some for you. So it's going to be up to you on what you would prefer to do. Or of course, if you're happy with these, Lisa, then they are yours as well. So I will need to know which one you'd like on your jewellery. So if I run these ones through the board, the Autumn Peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The black is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Icy Blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Oh, and the silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he is a 6.5. Taylor, I have already thought of that. But no, I double checked my order and there should be more than enough. However, I will possibly get another batch on order just because Christmas is coming up, and with the reds and greens there, it's going to be very popular. Can we swap the peach for a forest green and have it on the jewellery? Of course you can. Let me grab a forest green for you so you can have a look and just see if you're going to be happy with the colour. How about this green here? So he is quite a dark green. Would you be happy with that one? Oh, I love that, Lisa. Well, I hope she'll be happy with it as well as you. Yes, brilliant. And then just to confirm, the other 3 colours, are you happy with those as well? So green. I'll pop the other 3 in here, but just confirm you're happy with those. Oh, Runaway Black. I've got him, don't worry. And then if I write down that we're going to have the forest green on there. Yes, of course I will, Wendy. Lisa, you're happy with those? Brilliant. Well, I hope, like I say, you and your daughter will be happy with everything once it arrives. And I've just popped that safely up there for you. Now, let me just do this updated order list here. There's not actually many people on the order list, so if you have ordered, it's not too long of a wait at all. So I've just got these 3 to add on, and then I'll pop it in the comments. Okay. So up next then today is Rebecca Nightingale. Rebecca, are you here? And Lisa, you're very, very welcome. There's the order list there, guys. Rebecca, hello, hello, hello. Rebecca, you've got a 4 pearl oyster and then you've got another opening as well. So if I just grab the 4 pearl oyster for you, with your other opening, would you like to have an egg pop or would you like to have an oyster, which would be the mystery oyster? So this is the 4 pearl oyster I'm just opening up. Oh, that's nice too. Can you have another oyster? Of course you can. So one's a 4-pearl oyster, one is a mystery oyster, Rebecca. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So let's go down. We're going to start with the mystery oyster here. So good luck, my lovely. Soft pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. We can see that there's no pearls on that side, Rebecca. Now I'm going to pop the shells over there, but if you would like to keep them, I can bring them back and clean them up for you. So in here, I can see a peeper towards the side. And then let's just have a squidge in here. There's no more in that one. You have got a watermelon pearl from your first oyster. Now this is, I thought he was two-tonal, but actually now he's dried off, I think he's more of a solid colour. So a lighter but still quite nice brighter watermelon there. Moving on to your 4-pearl quadding oyster, Rebecca. So again, good luck, my lovely. And in here, oh, 1, 2, 3 and 4. You are quadding. And can you donate? Of course you can. So there was no more in that one. Let me just dry these up for you and then I'll go through all of these colours as well. Okay, so you have got a TARDIS blue, a icy blue, a Cadbury purple, and a lemon yellow. Quite a nice brighter lemon yellow there. Then of course you've got your watermelon as well. Rebecca, what do you think to these? If you're happy with these colours, then they are yours. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice, and then I'll need to know which one you'd like on your jewellery. So if I run these through the board, my lovely, the watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Brighter yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Cadbury purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And the TARDIS blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5 as well. What do you think? If you're happy with these, I'll need to know which one you'd like on the jewellery. If you're not happy, I can swap them for you. swap the yellow for a cherry red, and please have the 2 blues. So all of the pearls are yours, Rebecca, so you definitely get the blues, my lovely. You'd like to swap the yellow for a red, so then reds will be arriving to me on Thursday. So if you're happy for me to swap it off of the live, I can definitely write down that you'd like to swap the yellow for a red. That's not a problem at all. So if you're happy with these colours then, with that yellow being swapped, which one would you like on your jewellery? Just going to bring you back up. So all of the pearls are yours. Swapping the yellow for a red, if you don't mind that being done off of the live. So which colour would you like on your jewellery? Oh, I do apologise, Rebecca. I misunderstood what you meant. I'm so sorry. Can you have the 2 blues on there and invoice to add the extra one on? Can you also add a hoop to the purple, please? And we can wait. Oh, bless you. I'm so sorry. I misunderstood what you meant. But yes, you can. So we're going to have the TARDIS blue and the icy blue on the jewellery. You'd like to be invoiced for the extra pearl on the pendant, and you'd like to be invoiced for the purple on a hoop, which will leave the watermelon pearl and the red pearl as your loose pearls. I hope that's correct there. So sorry, I just didn't clock on to what you meant there, my lovely. So blue, both blues on the jewellery, and then you'll be invoiced for the extra pearl on the pendant and the purple on a hoop as well. Yes, brilliant, Rebecca. Okay, so the invoice will get sent across for you tomorrow. It will go to the email address that's on the order form. The red will be swapped in on Thursday as well for you. I want to thank you, Rebecca, for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Okay. Up next then today is Jackie Elliott. Jackie, are you here? Oh, Rebecca, you're very, very welcome, and I hope that you're both happy with everything. I love my post office, Taylor. They are the most friendliest workers, like staff members, the friendliest, kindest people ever. Love them. So currently looking for Jackie Elliott. Jackie, are you here? Do I do drop and pay? There's a drop and go system which I can do, where basically I have an online account that I can top up, so I can go in and just drop off the parcels and leave again, and then they sort of scan them through as they go and obviously charge the account. Or I can do a click and collect where they can then come and get it from me. So I sort of jump between the two. That's one, yeah, drop and go. So yeah, I do have that available, yeah. I don't have to stand in line, bless you, otherwise I'd hold up the whole line. Which I used to have to do, and people behind me used to hate if they got stuck behind me. Hated it, which I understand. Right, last call for Jackie Elliott. If not, we'll move on. So if anyone can see Jackie, please comment on her comments. It will bring it forward so I can see her. And Jackie, if you're here, please type I'm invisible, because that will bring your comment forward so I can see. So Jackie Elliott, are you here? Oh, bless you, John. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Yes, Victoria. I had to. Had to get them as letterbox boxes. Right, I haven't seen Jackie, so let's move on. If she comes on, I can add her in, but it would be to the end of the order list. Up next then is Wendy Shiverton. Wendy, are you here? Wendy Shiverton, are you here? Wendy, hello, hello, hello. Let me mark you off as being here. So Wendy, you have got 2 openings altogether. Where did you go? Oh, so you'd like to have egg pops. So 2 egg pops altogether. 1 and 2. Are there certain colours, Wendy, that you're hoping for? So let's start with this one. Egg pop number 1. Good luck, my lovely. And you've got 4 pearls in there. You have got a chocolate. You've got a brighter coral. A autumn peach. And a icy blue. So chocolate, coral, autumn peach and an icy blue. Moving on to your egg pop number 2. And you've got 3 pearls in that one. So you've got a silver chocolate. Oh, again, just brush the sand off there. A candy floss pink and a brighter icy blue, slightly lighter than the first blue. So you've got a chocolate, coral, autumn peach and a bright icy blue, a chocolatey silver, candy floss pink and an icy blue. What do you think to all of these, Wendy? If you're happy with these, then they are yours. I'll need to know if you'd like them on the jewellery, if so, which one's on which item. If you're not happy, I can of course swap them for colours of your choice. So if I run these through the board, the brighter icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. Here's a 7.5. Autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. Here's a 7.5. Coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. Here's a 7.5. And the first chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. Here's a 7. Chocolate silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. Here's an 8. Brighter candy floss pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. Here's a 7. And the icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He is a 6.5. Can we swap the autumn peach for the chocolate in the swap pot? You can. So that was this one, wasn't it, that I popped in the bag for you. So that is the larger chocolatey bronze, which does have that imperfection on him. So that's that swap there. Purples, I've got darker Cadbury purples, and I've got a couple of grape purples, and then after that I've got the darker deep purples. So sort of the brightest dark purple I have is this one. What would you think to that one there? Swap him for the pink. Okay, so they are yours. Now, are you happy with all of these colours here? If you are, then that's perfect. If you'd like to do swap any more, then that's absolutely fine as well. I'll just need to know which ones you'd like. Put him on the purple pendant. So that purple you'd like on the purple pendant, of course. So purple on the purple. And is it the chocolatey bronze on the chocolate? Oh, can you have a tiger eye chocolate? Now I can have a look. I may not be able to swap it now on the live. I'm going to say that I should be able to swap one for you. It's just I may not be able to find one whilst on the live because I just have to sort of have a good look through. And these aren't all of my chocolates here either. So if you were to have a tiger eye chocolate, which colour would you like to swap out for that tiger eye? So your pearls are down the front there. But like I say, I might have to do it off of the live, if that's okay. The coral for a tiger eye, okay. And it's the tiger eye that's going on the jewellery, is that correct? Just going to have a look actually in the chocolate, in the swap pot next to me. Honestly, I don't know why there's so many pinks in here. I don't remember this many pinks getting swapped out. Maybe I just didn't put them away. That's not quite. Okay, so what I'm going to do, if it's okay with you... Oh, actually, that's a slight tiger eye. Let me just see. I just saw a flash of... Oh, no, that's not a tiger eye. Let me show you this one, because this one does have the markings to him. So obviously it's a base chocolate here. And then, so you've got the lighter and the darker chocolates, then you go into this really gorgeous dark markings. And at the top there as well. Would you be happy with this one for the coral? I would, John, yeah. Yes, love him. So he's going on the tiger eye. Brilliant. Okay, so I've taken away the coral, sorry, as we've managed to swap that one in now. So let me just write that down. Tiger eye. And then you'd like to donate the blues, so both the blues, to Liz Kane. Okie dokie. That then leaves these 3 pearls here. Are you happy with those as your loose pearls? So the gift to Liz, I'm going to pop on here, so I will get those. Actually, Liz has ordered for today, so I'm actually going to pop those straight onto her order form here, and then that way they're safe on there already. So these are your loose pearls then, Wendy. Can you just confirm, are you happy with these here, my lovely? You'd like to keep the funky bronze, which is this one. So he does have, if I stop, there we go. He does have that imperfection there. And the other 2, just confirm, are you happy with those as well, my lovely, or did you want to swap any of those? Oh, donate the other 2 forward. Oh, bless you, Wendy. That's very, very kind of you. So these 2 chocolates you'd like to gift forward to the next people who are here on the order list. And then, of course, the chocolate bronze with the imperfection is yours. Wendy, that's ever so kind of you, my lovely. So we've got the tiger eye on the tiger eye, the purple on the purple. You've got your imperfection with the chocolate bronze. I've gifted the 2 blues to Liz, and the 2 chocolates we have donated forward. Wendy, I hope you're happy with that. And of course, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. And that's safe up there for you. Okay. Up next today is Katie Afanaso. Katie, I hope I pronounced that correctly, but Katie Afanaso, are you here? And Katie, hello, hello, hello. Can you have a oyster? Of course you can. And I did pronounce it perfect. Oh, brilliant. So you have got 1 opening altogether. You'd like to have a mystery oyster. Would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells, my lovely? And is there a certain colour or colours that you're hoping for? So let's go down. And what I'm going to do is we're actually going to start with the gifted chocolate here, just so then I don't forget it. So they're both chocolates. It's just which one are you going to get? That one there. So this chocolatey silver has been gifted forward. So this is your pearl gifted from Wendy. So he's going to be in the sand already. You can swap it at the end if you're not happy with the colour, but that's already a bonus pearl for you. So you'd like to donate your shells, and you're hoping for an aquamarine colour for your daughter's birthstone. Okay, so sort of that brighter bluey tone to him. So fingers crossed, Katie, and good luck. So mystery oyster. We've got a slight light pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. We can see that there's no pearls on that side at all. And I can actually see you have got a autumn peach pearl poking out straight away. So let me just have a squidge in here. There's no more in that one. That dark bit there is just part of the oyster tail, so that's not a pearl at all. So you've got a lighter autumn peach, Katie, and then of course that gifted silvery chocolate as well. Now you said you're hoping for that blue aquamarine tone. I think the closest I could get to that would be that bright, bold, icy blue colour. So if you would like to swap one or both of these, I can do so. I'll just need to know which colours you'd like to add in. Or of course, if you're happy with these, then they are yours. And again, I'll just need to know which one you'd like on the jewellery. Your autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And the chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. What do you think? What would you like to do? A darker gunmetal as well. Yes, I believe I will have one. So a mid icy blue. How about that one? That's still quite nice and bright, but it's not the sort of brightest bold blue. And then a gunmetal. Let me see. Okay, have a look at these two here for me. And if you're happy with those two, which one would you prefer on your jewellery there, Katie? Happy with those two, and it's the blue on the jewellery. Perfect. Okay, let me just bring you back up here so I can write all of that down. So blue on there, and I'll pop these in here for you. Okay, so Katie, my lovely, I hope you and of course your daughter will be happy with everything once it arrives. Thank you for the donation with the shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. They look bigger on the lives. What, the pearls? I do hold them closer to the camera. Obviously that's going to make them look bigger. But when you see, like, for example, my hands next to them or anything like that, you can sort of gauge the size that way. And Katie, bless you, you're very, very welcome. Up next today is Dawn Allen. Dawn, are you here? Oh, bless you, Delia. Well, I hope you have a good shift, my lovely. Oh, does it, Rosemary? I'm not. Do they come up whilst I'm on the live? I haven't, obviously, because I'm live, I haven't been on a live when an advert's come up. So I don't know how it works. And Dawn, hello, hello, hello. Let me mark you off as being here. So Dawn, you've got 2 openings and you'd like to have oysters, not a problem. You'd like to donate your shells, okay. Is there a certain colour or colours that you're hoping for? Okay, so let's go down. Oyster number 1, mystery oyster. Slight double pop there. And there's your mother of pearl, so you can see that there's no pearls on that side. And you're hoping for a silvery brown. Straight away at the side there, you've got a gorgeous icy blue. There's no more in that one. So you've got an icy blue from your first oyster. Moving on to oyster number 2, which again is your mystery oyster, Dawn. Lighter, slightly sharper pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. Again, we can see that there's no pearls on that side. And in here, I can see 1, 2, 3 peepers already. And 4. You are quadding. You've got 4 pearls in that oyster. Let me just dry these up for you. She does indeed, John, yes. So if I just go through these colours here, from your quadding oyster, you have got a darker gunmetal grey, a coral, a lemon yellow, and a grape purple. And then of course you do get that donated pearl. So that's the last donated pearl there, Dawn. So he is the chocolate pearl. I've popped him right at the top there. What do you think to these? If you're happy with these, Dawn, I'll need to know which 2 you would like on your jewellery. If you're not happy, I can swap them for you. And of course, I'll need to know which colours you'd like to swap out and which colours you'd like to swap in. If I run them through the board, the chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Grape purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. The coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And the gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. You'd like to swap the gunmetal and the coral for chocolate silver for the jewellery, of course. And Martha, bless you, thank you for the stars there, that's very kind of you. So gunmetal and coral for 2 chocolatey silvers. I'm just getting to oh, sorry, my lovely. No. I've got so many, it's almost making it harder to find a pair. Okay, what do you think to these ones here? You'd like to keep the blue and the grape purple, and you'd like to donate forward the yellow and the chocolate. Bless you, Dawn. That's very, very kind of you. So these 2 on the jewellery, these 2 is your loose pearls, and these 2 you'd like to donate forward. Is that all correct? And again, that's extremely kind of you, my lovely. Perfect. Okay, so let me just pop these in here for you. And if I write down, we've got the chocolate silver on the jewellery. Perfect. Okay, so Dawn, thank you for the donations with your shells. And I hope you'll be happy with everything, my lovely, once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. You're very, very welcome. Up next today is Beth Ellen. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Beth Ellen or Emlyn. It's Emlyn, isn't it? I'm so sorry. Beth, are you here? Beth, hello, hello, hello. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. You have got, Beth, 1 opening altogether. So would you like a oyster or would you like an egg pop? You've beat me to it. You'd like to have an oyster and donate your shells. Okay, is there a certain colour or colours that you're hoping for? Let's get this open. And let's go down. So, Mystery Oyster Beth, good luck. Quite a nice deep pop there. Hoping for greens, yellows or corals. There we go. So in here, there's your mother of pearl. So we can definitely see that there's no pearls there. And in here we do have a peeper straight away. And there's no more in that one. You have got a lighter rose gold. Now I'm just going to dry this one up for you, Beth, and I'm going to hold him up so you can have a closer look. Now, of course, you said you was hoping for the green, the yellow, or the orange. So if you're not happy with this one, I can swap him for a colour of your choice. If you are happy, then that's perfect, but it's completely up to you, my lovely. So a lighter autumn peach. If I run them through the board, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He is an 8.5. You also get the donated pearl as well. And the donated pearl is the lemon yellow. So that's your gifted pearl from Dawn there. So a lighter autumn peach and a yellow. Can we swap for the brightest corally orange we have? Of course. So that was the peach, wasn't it? What do you think to the yellow? You can swap that one if you're not happy with that one as well. Talking about Christmas, my daughter said that it wasn't time for Christmas yet, so I picked her up from school and was playing the Michael Bublé Christmas album really, really loud, and she loved me for it. But she now doesn't tell me that it's not Christmas. I am that mum. You love the yellow, brilliant. Have a look at this coral here. Are you happy with that as well? You would, Ebony, yes. Brilliant. Okie dokie. Well, Beth, I'm glad you're happy with those. Just going to pop them in here for you. And thank you for the donations with your shells as well, my lovely. So I hope you'll be happy with everything, Beth, once it arrives. And that's up there for you as well. Up next today is Carrie Bully. Carrie, are you here? Beth, you're very, very welcome. Carrie, hello, hello, hello. Carrie, you have got a 4 pearl oyster and another opening. Would you, with your other opening, would you like to have an oyster or would you like to have an egg pop? I'll grab the 4 pearl oyster for you in just a moment. I'm just marking off that you are here. Okay, so 4 pearl oyster. So with your other opening, would you like an oyster or a egg pop? Egg pop, donate the shells. Sorry, Carrie, I must have missed that comment. So egg pop, donate your shells. Is there a certain colour or colours that you're hoping for? So let's go down. Now you do get the last donated pearl, which is that darker chocolatey colour. So he's going to be in the sand already for you. Okay, so if we start with your egg pop, good luck, my lovely. And you've got 3 pearls in there. So your first one is a larger two-tonal autumn peach. So he does have a couple of imperfections on him, as you can see at the top there, but overall he's a gorgeous, larger, brighter two-tonal autumn peach. You've got a silver and a dark forest green. So chocolate, two-tonal autumn peach, silver and forest green. If we then move on to your oyster, so this is the 4 pearl oyster here, Carrie. And you've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. And there's no more in that one. So I'm just going to dry these up for you as well, and then we'll go through all of these colours for you. So you've got a two-tonal TARDIS blue, so he's lighter and darker blues there, as you can see going around the pearl. You've got a larger two-tonal gunmetal grey, again slightly lighter mottled areas to him, a brighter watermelon and a lighter silver. So very, very light, sort of just off white silver. Carrie, what do you think to all of these? Chocolate, autumn peach, silver and forest green, TARDIS blue, gunmetal grey, watermelon and a light silver. If you're happy with these, Carrie, they are yours. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. The forest green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Two-tonal autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And the chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The lighter silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, he's a 6. Watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Not a 6.5, sorry, he's a 7. The gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And last but not least, the TARDIS blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7.5. So you'd like a two-tonal silvery grey for the gunmetal. What do you think to this one here? Are you happy with that one, my lovely? It was very mottled. Was it from this pot? Was it when I lined up all the silvery ones at the front? That one's not really. Right, let me show you these ones. Okay, so we've got pal number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Number 5, okie dokie. So with the other pals then, with all of the rest of your pals, are you happy with those? The rest of these, are you happy with those, my lovely? The two-tonal coral that Bex Harvey is swapping, can I have that one and swap it for the dark silver? I've got a feeling it's not one of these. Two-tonal coral. So this one is getting swapped out for the green. So I'll add in a different coral that we're going to be swapping out for the green. I've added in that coral there. Otherwise I'm just, if it can't, when it's swapping between orders, I don't necessarily like doing it just because it gets extremely confusing. So unless I do it on the live, it just gets too confusing to do when I'm not on the live, if that makes sense. So here's the two-tonal coral here. So that one's swapped for the darker silver. So with that then, Carrie, are you happy with all of these here? Yes, and donate the forest green. Bless you. That's very kind, my lovely. Actually, I can keep that in the sun because that will go to the next person. But you're happy with the rest. Oh, okay. So if I pop these in here for you. Carrie, my lovely, thank you ever so much for the donations with your shells. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Okay, up next then today is Lisa Greeny. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Lisa, are you here? Carrie, you're very, very welcome. I'm glad you're happy. Favourite Christmas movie and song? Last Christmas. And the song... that I always forget the name of, but it's the one that goes na 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 na. That one. Spaceman Came Travelling, that's the one. It is my favourite song. Lisa, hello, hello, hello. Lisa, you've got one opening altogether. Would you like to have a oyster or a egg pop? Now you have already got this donated forest green in the swaps here. So if you're happy with that green, he's yours. Obviously at the end, if you're not happy, I can swap him out for you. But that's in the sand already, as that one is your one. So would you like to have an oyster or a egg pop? Oyster, donate the shells. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? Okay, so let's go down. Good luck, my lovely. Light pop there. Hoping for a brighter purple. And there's your mother of pearls. So you can see that there's no pearls on that side. Straight away here, I can see a bright blue pearl. Let me squidge him out and then have a squidge in here as well for you. You are twinning. That dark section's just part of the oyster, so that's not another pearl there. However, you are twinning, my lovely. You have got two TARDIS blue twins. Now it does look like visually one is ever so slightly lighter than the other. It's definitely not a lot in it, but it does look like one's slightly lighter. So let me hold these up for you. So a forest green, a slightly lighter blue and a slightly darker blue. What do you think to these? If you're happy with this colour, I'll need to know which one you would like on your fitting. If you're not happy with this colour, I can swap them for colours of your choice. Okay, so if I run them through the board, visually slightly darker blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Slightly lighter blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And the forest green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. What do you think to these, Lisa? What would you like to do? You'd like to donate a blue. Bless you. Again, that's extremely kind of you, my lovely. And would you like to swap the green or the blue for a purple? I'm going to give you an option of 2 here. So you've got a dark Cadbury purple or a purple blurple. So this is a purple blurple. So in some lights he's going to have hints of blue. In some lights he's going to have more hints of purple. So that's a blurple. Or so you've got number 1, which is the darker purple, or number 2, which is the purple blurple. Which one would you like? Kathy, that's one of my favourite songs as well, Little Drummer Boy. You'd like to have number 1. Perfect. And which one would you like on the jewellery there then, my lovely? So the green, the blue or the purple? Oh, sorry. Green, blue or purple, which one would you like on your fitting? The purple. Okay, so the green and the blue will be your loose pearls, and then you'll have that purple on the fitting. Is that all correct? So purple on here. Brilliant. Lisa, I hope you're happy with that then, my lovely. Thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope, Lisa, that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Donate the blue. Oh, sorry. So you'd like to donate the blue and then we swapped the other blue for the purple. I misunderstood. I did the swapped blue, but I didn't do the donated blue. So you've got the green as your loose pearl and the purple on the fitting. Bless you. You're very, very welcome. Well, I hope you'll be happy with everything as once it arrives. Up next today is Liz Kane. Liz, are you here? Georgina, I wouldn't know off the top of my head, my lovely. If they're grouped together, it would be 14 working days from the second order's opening. So it'll be 14 working days, possibly from the 15th. If they're sent separately, then obviously, again, I wouldn't know off the top of my head. Jill, bless you. Thank you for the stars. That's very, very kind of you, Jill. And Liz, hello, hello, hello. Liz, you've got 2 openings altogether. Would you like to have egg pops or oysters? And this is your donated blue, just gifted forward from Lisa there. So this one's in the sand already, the donated blue. So let me bring you back up. And which 2 would you like? Now you do have the gifted icy blues actually from Wendy. They are added to your order as well. If you'd like me to add them in the sand, that's not a problem. I can do so. At the moment, they're on the order. So you'd like to have 2 oysters. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for? Georgina then, so what I'll say is if you've emailed me, that's perfect. Obviously I can get back to you. If you haven't emailed me, please email off. I can then obviously have a look into that and get back to you. I did say at the start of the live that I am slightly behind on emails, which is why we're not launching the Christmas game today. It's waiting till Friday so I can get back and can get caught up with emails. So if you have emailed, don't email again because then I'll be able to obviously get back to you soon. So you'd like to donate the shells, Liz, and see what comes out. Okay, so oyster number 1. Light pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. So you can see that there's no pearls there. I'm just going to remove that piece of shell there. And in here, lighter pearl right away at the bottom. Oh, and you're twinning. First oyster, Liz. And you are twinning, my lovely, with lighter, I think they're pastel apple greens here. Let me just dry them up. Now it does look like one of them is lighter than the other, so they're both very light, but the one that's next to the blue is even lighter still. So 2 pastel apple greens. And then moving on to oyster number 2. So again, your mystery oyster. Quite a nice deep pop there. There's your mother of pearl. You've got a brighter pink. And there's no more in that one. Liz, what do you think to these? So you've got the TARDIS blue, 2 twinning pastel apple greens, one's lighter, one's slightly brighter, and then you've got a bright pink as well. If you're happy with these, Liz, I'll need to know which 2 you'd like on your fittings. If you're not happy with the colours, I can swap them for you for colours of your choice. Pink number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Slightly brighter green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. Slightly lighter green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. And the TARDIS blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He is a 6.5. Swap the 2 greens and the pink for a funky oddball coloured or shapes I have. I don't have any of the funky shaped ones, I'm afraid. So I'd have to go on colours if that's okay with you. So are there colours that you would prefer as the base colour? Now that one's quite funky just because of the imperfection on him. So this one is an autumn peach. However, he's got quite an obvious imperfection on the bottom there, which is like a circle ring, which sort of, can you see that? So it's sort of from the top, makes it go in slightly, but then it sort of bulges out again after the ring. So that one is more of an imperfection, funky one. Yep, like him. Okay. Let's have a look at the pinks. So that one's very mottled, so let's have a look at that one. So with the pink, this one is very mottled, so base brighter colour, but then you've got the lighter markings to him, if you like that one. And so these are all two-tonal, but I'm just looking for the more unusual ones. I think they are all getting kind of snapped up now, though. Okay, and this green is a brighter base apple green, but he's got darker spots and splodges to him. What would you think to those? And you'd like to gift the peach to Wendy. Is that Wendy from earlier, Wendy Shiverton? Which excuse me, which two would you like on your fittings, Liz? So you've got the blue, the pink and the green left. Which two would you like on your fittings? So gift to Wendy Shiverton from Liz Kane. Now, just because her order was a little while ago, I'm just going to attach this onto here. Then when I go to process the orders, I can then attach it onto her order form that way, just because otherwise I'm going to end up pulling everything out. So I will definitely add it onto her order form, but for now it's got her name on it here. So I'll add that on after the live. So I hope you're happy with that. Which two would you like on the fittings? You do have the two icy blues on the order form as well. Just going to bring you up here. Which colours would you like on there? You thought you ordered just oysters. You have got two fittings here as well. If you would like me to, I can refund you for the fittings. So with the oysters, it gives the options if you'd like to add a fitting or not. And you've added two jump rings alongside it. So if they're not, no, it's not a problem. So if they're not wanted, I can make a note and I can refund you for those. It will get processed tomorrow morning when I go to process the orders through. So it's not a problem either way. So let me pop your pearls in here then. The green and the blue. Oh, bless you. Okay. I'll do that for you. I was going to say, I just looked, it did charge you for it. But no, if you'd like the green and the blue, I'll write that down. No, it's not a problem at all, my lovely. So we're going to have the green and the TARDIS blue on there. Perfect. Well, Liz, I hope you'll be happy with everything then. Thank you for the donations with your shells, and that's safe up there for you. Okay, up next then today is Kathy Rax. Kathy, are you here? Liz, you're very, very welcome. I saw Kathy not long ago, so hopefully she's still here. I'm getting really cold in here actually. I'm just going to double check my heating to see if it's still on, just because I am getting really quite cold. I wonder why it's gone off. There we go. Oh, bless you, Liz. And Kathy, hello, hello, hello. Let me mark off that you're here as well. You'd like to have oysters, donate your shells, not a problem. Okay, so you have got, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 openings altogether. Are there 5 colours that you're hoping for, Kathy? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just going to open them all out of the packets, and then we'll go down to open up the actual oysters. 3, 4, and 5. You're going to wait and see for the colours. Okie dokie. So let's go down, and good luck, my lovely. Let's start with this one on the side. Mystery oyster number 1. Slight double pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. We can definitely see that there's no pearls there. And straight at the top, we've got a coral. And if I just have a squidge in here. There's no more in that one. So your first pearl out is a coral. Slightly two-tonal with lighter and brighter areas there going around the pearl. Moving on to oyster number 2. So again, mystery oyster. Slight pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. And again, we've got a peeper towards the side here. He is definitely a darker peeper. And I'm just going to have a squidge in here. There's no more in that one. So we've got a darker silver. Your next pearl, next oyster. Quite a nice lighter but louder pop again. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. So there's no pearls on that side. And in here, my lovely, I can see you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Kathy, you are quadding with your third oyster. So 4 pearls in here. Let me just dry them up for you, and then I will pop them in the sun and go through these colours as well. So let's move these 2 over. You've got a lilac purple, slightly two-tonal with the lighter and the brighter colours there. You've got a dark purple, a brighter coral, and a autumn peach. And then still 2 oysters to go. So moving on to your next one. Again, quite a nice sharp pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And you've got 1, 2, and 3. Kathy, you have triples. And the colour of these triples is gorgeous. They go so, so well with each other. You've got a coral, a darker autumn peach, and a watermelon, which is two-tonal and mottled, as you can see. So coral, autumn peach, and a mottled watermelon. And then moving on to your last oyster. Slight double pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And you're ending with a coral. So colours that complement each other really, really well here, Kathy. So if I just dry this one up for you as well, I'm going to pop him on the top row next to the other two, and then I can go through all of them again here. So top one, you've got 2 corals. Actually, I apologise, the one that just came out is more of a watermelon. So you've got watermelon, coral, and a dark silver. Lilac, dark silver purple, coral, and an autumn peach. And then you've got triple, coral, autumn peach, and watermelon. So I'll need to know, Kathy, which ones you'd like on which items of jewellery. And then with the pendant, I'll need to know which one you'd like at the top, the middle, and the bottom. If I run them through the board, the darker silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. The top coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the single watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. With the quadding oyster, peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. The dark silver purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the two-tonal purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7.5. Your two-tonal watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he is a 6.5. What do you think, Kathy? What would you like to do? Now, as always, if you would prefer some time to think about it on which ones you'd like where, you can take a screenshot and then email me those choices across. But that's completely up to you. the last row on the pendant, and is it in this order, the size order? So the coral, the peach, and then the watermelon, like that. And then you'd like to swap a coral to match this peach for the earrings. Yeah? Okay, perfect. So you're happy with that order. Brilliant. So autumn peach at the bottom, are you happy with that there? We'll swap away your coral, and I'm just going to write this down for you. So we're going to have the peach on there, and then on the top we're going to have coral, middle peach, bottom watermelon. So I'm just going to bring you back up. However, if you're not happy with those peaches, I can obviously swap in a different one for you. And then just confirm, Kathy, if you're happy with the loose pearls as well. So you're happy with those ones as your loose colours. There we go. Okay, so I've got that all on there. I'm just going to wait for your confirmation just to double check that everything is okay. Yes, happy with those. Brilliant. Okay, so Kathy, thank you for the donations with your shells. I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and that's safe up there for you. Okay, up next today is Ebony Atkin. Ebony, are you here? Ebony, hello. Ebony, you've got 2 openings altogether. Would you like to have oysters or egg pops, or one of each? Just marking that you are here as well. So 2 openings, oysters, one of each. Okay. Would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So diving in for your egg pop. And let's go down. So we're going to start with the egg pop, then we'll open up your oyster afterwards. So good luck, my lovely. Keep the shells, and you're hoping for purples or reds. So with your egg pop, you've got 3 pearls in there. You've got a darker gunmetal grey, a autumn peach, and a blurple. So a blurple is a mix between a blue and a purple. So in some lights he's going to be more blue, in some lights he's going to be more purple, and he is two-tonal, as you can see, with lighter and darker areas there. So gunmetal grey, a lighter autumn peach, and a blurple to start with. If we move on to your oyster, now you'd like to keep your shells, so I like to clean them as we go. Good luck with your mystery oyster. Slight double pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. So again, like I said, I'll clean that up for you at the end. We have a squidge in here. You've got a lighter pearl popped out down the front there. And there's no more in that one. So we've got a lighter, he looks more cream in colour, but I'll have a closer look in a moment. Okay, what do you think to these 4 pearls, my lovely? You've got a darker gunmetal grey, a lighter autumn peach, a two-tonal blurple, and a bridal white. If you're happy with these, I'll need to know which one you'd like on your fitting. And if you're not happy and you'd like to swap one or all of them or anything in between, we can do that for you as well. So I'm just wrapping up the shells for you, and then I'll measure the pearls. So running them through the board, your two-tonal blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Gunmetal is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the bridal white's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. You'd like to swap the gunmetal and the white, of course. What colours would you like to swap in for those then? So I've taken those 2 out. Which 2 would you like to swap in? Watermelon and Cadbury or grape purple? Okay, so watermelon and purple. Okay, have a look at these ones here for me, and then if you're happy with these colours, which one would you like on your fitting, Ebony? The purple on the fitting, brilliant. So let me just write that down for you. So we're going to have purple on there, and then let's pop these in here. So I've wrapped up your shells for you as well. they're going to be sent along with your order, my lovely. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Up next then today is Jennifer Hill. Jennifer, are you here? And Ebony, you're very, very welcome. Jennifer, hello, hello, hello. Let me mark that you are here as well. Jennifer, you have got 2 openings altogether. Would you like to have oysters or egg pops, or of course one of each? What do you think? One of each, donate the shells. Okay, is there a certain colour or colours that you're hoping for? So, opening the oyster out the packet, and then let's dive in for your egg pop. So, in here, let's go down. Good luck, my lovely. Starting with your egg pop. And you've got 2 pearls in there. You've got a darker silvery chocolate and a brighter 2-tonal pink. You can see that he's slightly mottled in his colouring there. So a chocolate and a pink. Hoping for greens, reds or watermelons. Okay, fingers crossed for you with the oyster then, my lovely. So with your mystery oyster, slight double pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. Oh, we've got a darker pearl popped out the top. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so we've got a darker, let me have a close look at his colour. A darker silvery chocolate pearl. So if I hold him up as well so you can have a closer look. So you've got the chocolate, the pink and the silver chocolate on the end there. Now you've said the pink is good, that's perfect. So with the other 2, if you're happy with those, they are yours. And of course, if you're not happy, we can swap them for colours of your choice. And then I'll need to know which one you'd like on your jewellery and which one you'd like on your fitting. So if I run them through the board, the silvery chocolate from the oyster is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The mottled pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And the chocolate from the egg pop is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. Swap the chocolates for TARDIS blues. Of course you can. I don't have any burgundies available now. They'll be with me on Thursday. So I can swap in the 2 blues. Or if you would like to wait for 1 or 2 burgundies, I can do that for you. But it just wouldn't be today. It would be once they arrive to me on Thursday. So that's up to you. So I've added the 2 blues there. But like I say, if you prefer to change them. I was hoping for the blues in the first place. Okay, perfect. So those blues there and your pink, if you're happy with those colours, which one would you like on your jewellery and which one would you like on your fitting, my lovely? add pin caps and none on the jewellery. So you'd like them all with pin caps and no pearls on the jewellery. Okie dokie. The invoice for the additional pin caps, that will get sent for you tomorrow. It will go to the email address that's on the order form. So that's on there for you. And thank you for the donations with your shells, Jennifer. I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And I've just popped that up there for you. Pin caps is one of the fittings. So I'll show you. This is a pin cap here. That. So we've got pin caps, jump rings, hoop fittings and lobster fittings. So it's just one of the fittings that we offer. So it's just like a little cap that's drilled and set onto the pearl with like a little circle loop on top that doesn't move, doesn't come off or anything like that. It's about a mil wide, the whole of the circle on top. Right, I actually think that's the end of the order list for today. So it is a shorter live compared to recent lives. So as a reminder, keep an eye out on the website because over the next couple of days the Christmas game will be going on there because it's going to be definitely live on Friday. So it will probably be going on the website tomorrow. So keep an eye out on there if you would like to book in for that. We will be live again on Friday evening. We'll be live from around 8 PM on Friday. So if you'd like to join us and watch then, so we'll see you then. Other than that, supporters, check out the new stock. It's available to you now, and everybody else, you can see it. It's in the coming soon section on the website. You just can't purchase it until for a couple of days. It's available to supporters first. So I hope you all have a brilliant week and I shall see you on Friday. Take care. Bye.